So I want to talk just a little bit. There were a couple more questions on the Cyber Cafe about discussion leads, linkers, and repliers. So I want to go over that again in a little more detail. I'm going to go back to the syllabus. As always, you can look at these documents in Schoology or you can download them. And I want to go back to some of the FAQs. And on the first page, you'll see how does the discussion work, okay? Leads, your job is to post initial questions and insights about the week's assigned material to the reading. You'll do this by posting a video to our class YouTube's account. So go to our class YouTube's account. First, you'll need to record the video, right? So you'll use your webcam, you'll use your phone cam, you can record yourself, you can make it interesting and edit the video. Like I said, really as high-tech or low-tech as you want. I think the videos add such a really awesome personal element to this class. The leads, it's really up to you. You're starting the discussion about the posting, about the assigned reading that we're looking at. So let's, for example, go to discussion. Think about discussion board 1, okay? So the thing that you guys are asked to read is in public conversation on guns, a rhetorical shift. The leads, everyone in our class is going to read that. The leads are going to start discussion on that. Like I said, I'm not giving you specific questions because I kind of want this to be up to you. You could challenge the argument. You could focus really on the rhetoric and writing. You could talk about the way that the author is making the argument. Really up in the air for you. My grading for these assignments tend to be really laxed. I'm not looking for something specific. I'm looking for you guys to meet minimum requirements and do something engaging. But these are participation credits. So like you guys are, I want you guys to think of this as like, if you were in class, this is you talking. And because we're not in a physical class, we don't have the affordance of, everyone just getting around discussing. So the discussions are structured this way. So the leads, you start it. The repliers say, hey, I want to build on this, or I want to disagree with you, or I want to clarify something, and I want to be in conversation with what the leads are saying. So the repliers reply both. They read the material, they look at the leads' videos, and they reply to the leads. The linkers say, hey, this is also an interesting thing to look at. So you guys find at least one relevant online source by replying directly to a leads post. In addition to linking the resource, you must provide a short evaluation of the resource. So not just being like, hey, look at this is relevant. Tell us how it's relevant. Tell us in what aspects it's relevant. So that's what the text accompanying it being. If any of you, so if the repliers or the linkers would also like to compose videos as your replies or links, I am completely not opposed to that. My requirement is having the leads doing it. But if the repliers or linkers, if you guys don't want to do just a text-based reply, that is totally fine with me. So going towards just like the nuts and bolts of putting together the discussion, I'm going to pretend that I was the lead this week. I'm going to go to our discussions in our course. So the leads will record your YouTube video on our account, which is this one. Hold on one second. Sorry about the delay. I just have to, I think I'm putting in the right password. I just want to go back to the syllabus and remind myself of that. Summertime 2014 is our password. I'm going to go to I was the lead. Let's pretend, like I said, I already recorded my video. I'm going to go to, one of the ways you can find it is Video Manager. So I could, I would open up the video. I want to get the URL for it so that I can share it. So I'm going to copy this link right here, and I'm going to, here's my video, right? And one of the things that you can share a file, a link, or a resource. You're going to share a link. So you're going to put this, and you can title it something, Discussion 1 Lead. So that we can all see it from just in here. Okay, so then you're going to hit post. And we've got that. I'm going to delete this, obviously. But that's just what I want the leads to do. As a replier and a linker, I don't think you can actually reply to your own posts, but you'll hit the reply. And reply to these leads. Now, you'll notice, let's go to our schedule. You'll notice that different people, that there are a couple of different leads. Listen to all the videos, right? We have 3 different leads this week. We have Alexander, Alexis, and Eric are our leads this week, or this discussion 1. You can reply. You should just reply to one of them. You don't need to reply to all 3 of them. Like I said, watch all the videos, decide which one sounds most engaging or speaks to you the most as a linker or a replier. So I hope that clears up anything about the discussion schedule. It's here, and I wouldn't say it's completely set in stone for the whole summer. If we get people who, drop the class, then we might change it a little bit, but it's there for the summer so far. Okay. All right. So I look forward to seeing those. The leads start on Wednesday night. And yeah.